Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Chris here, and we are doing another whiskey review. And this one here is ultra cool, really special to me. And it's actually a very hard whiskey to get. I don't believe it's in stores right now. I think you can only get it at the distillery. We certainly cannot get it here in Winnipeg. This one was given to me by Shelter Point, so I can't even begin to thank them enough. I am so thrilled and excited about this one, and nothing like this has ever happened to me, so I am just, you guys are amazing. Shelter Point's absolutely fantastic. I've had probably 5 or 6 different expressions from them, and I absolutely love them all. I've done reviews on them. They're going to be coming up here, but I wanted to get this one done before, because this one is just, it's just so cool, guys. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be sharing this as well with you. So I'm going to dram out a couple ounces here and to my viewers, and I'm also going to be sharing it with my whiskey club here in Winnipeg. So really excited about that as well. But this is the 10-year-old single malt whiskey from Shelter Point. It's 46%. It's their first age statement, so this is really cool. It's super exciting. They're located right in Campbell River, which is in Vancouver Island. They've got 380 acres of property right on the Pacific coast, and they produce about 200 tons of barley a year. And if you haven't been to their distillery yet, I haven't yet, and I really want to go, and I'd love to get out there to shoot a wedding. So if anybody knows anyone's getting married out in Vancouver Island, I don't charge mileage anywhere in Canada. Out of Winnipeg, come and shoot your wedding. One of the top 10 best wedding photographers here in Canada, and I don't charge mileage. Just put me up in a hotel. I'd love to get out there and do some shooting, and then some YouTubing as well. I think that'd be really cool. So travel all over Canada. And it doesn't cost my bride and groom a single penny to get me out there. Just put me in a hotel, and that's good enough for me. And but yeah, anyway, I can't wait to try this here. But yeah, they're located in, like I said, in Campbell River. I used to live in between Courtenay and Campbell River. I worked in Campbell River. I worked in Courtenay. I was a bartender at the Whistle Stop and at JJ's Gym. And I was a bouncer up on the weekends up in this one bar in Campbell River. I was only there for maybe a month, 2 months at the most, and then I got out of there. And I also lived in Nanaimo. So I started in Nanaimo and worked in the News Bay at Schooner Cove, and then moved up to Courtenay, got a little condominium kind of right on the beach there, and it was just, oh God, it was amazing. I surfed in Tofino there with my buddies, and that's how I learned to surf, and that's how I ended up down in California for a while. But yeah, it was just, the island is such a special place, and I absolutely love it out there. I've got so many great friends out there. My good friend Amy DePauli, she owns Cook's, I believe it's Cook's Creek Liquor or Cook's Liquor. I'll put the description in below. She's right in Victoria, so you got to check her out. She's got such an amazing selection of wines and ciders and whiskeys and beers and stuff like that. And Amy is one of the coolest people. She is incredible, and she's a really good friend of mine. So if you go in there and you see the Amester, tell her fear friend, not beer friend, but her fear friend Chris sent you. Love you, Amy, and I sure miss you. Someday I got to get out there. I'm going to come and see you. I promise that. But yeah, so this is an incredible whiskey. Like I was saying, if you haven't been to their place, you got to go check it out. It's an absolutely incredible distillery. It had 8,000 square feet of their property there, and I've only seen it online. I've seen it on Foodquig. I was watching him, so he was there, and it was like, oh my God, this looks really cool. So I got to get out there and check that place out for myself, because I'm always up for an adventure, and if I can get a wedding out there, that would be an awesome excuse for me just to get out there and hang out for a while. And like I said, it won't cost you anything. You got the geese flying by here. It's in the fall. It's late September right now. So yeah, let's get into this whiskey. I haven't opened it yet. It's gonna be brand new. I've done some pictures and everything like that. I'll throw up here on this video, but Yeah, this is it here. This is their the 10-year-old, their first age statement. They started in 2011. Took 3 years to finally build their distillery, and they've been doing amazing stuff ever since. But this is their 10-year-old. This is awesome. And like I said, they're right on the Pacific coast. So you get all that sea air coming in. You got that salt coming in right from the ocean, and going over their barley, and then in their warehouses and stuff. And that really affects the production and the taste and the flavors of their whiskey. And it just makes it awesome. And it cools it off too at night. So you got this warm air in the winter, during the day, and it cools off at night. And in the wintertime, it doesn't get really too cold out there. Although I was out there one year in the wintertime, and no one knew how to drive in the winter, and they all had chains and stuff on their cars and everything. They couldn't go up the hill, so I was at the bottom of the hill with a lawn chair and a box of kokanee, and helping people and giving them directions on how to drive their car to the top of the hill. I'd even get out and drive it up for them, because in Manitoba, we all know how to drive here in the wintertime, but they didn't see snow. I think it was their first snow in like 20 or 50 years or something like that at the time. But I love the island. I really love it. It's one of my favorite places, that and the Arctic. I absolutely love the Arctic as well. I flew up there for years and years and years as a medevac pilot, and so fortunate enough to see it. Oh, here comes my Jay. He's looking for peanuts. God. I might have to pause this, and I might have to get this little jerk some peanuts. We'll see. If he lands, sometimes he lands like right next to me, and he wants his peanuts. But I think he's into the suet now. Oh yeah, he's into the suet, so he can be kind of a little twit. Anyway, we're gonna open this bad boy up, and oh my goodness, does that ever smell good? All right, so let's pour a little bit here. It's absolutely beautiful colored, 46% non-chill filtered, and not colored either. So it's just wow, does that ever smell good? Oh, look at the legs on that. I'm not sure if you can see the legs on this, but they're so thick, and they're coming down so slowly. That's amazing. Just our woodpecker showed up now. Sometimes he'll come and sit right here beside me and ask for stuff, so they're pretty tame here. Wow. Yeah, there's notes of vanilla, caramel, sea salt, some citrus to it. And it smells like the beach, like down in Vancouver Island when the tide is out and it's starting to come back in, and you've got that sea salt, you've got the seaweed coming in. The clams are kind of like under the sand, and they're bubbling away. The starfish are kind of running around. It's got kind of that smell, and you got kind of the debris and stuff coming in when the tide's coming in on the beach. It's kind of got that smell kind of sitting there in the background. But considering where they're distilling this and making this, that's probably no surprise. It's such a great smell, and it's really fresh too, like a really fresh and clean aroma to it. Just gonna let it open up here for a few more seconds, but and just enjoy it. The color is absolutely amazing, like just a beautiful color on this. Really beautiful legs on it. God, that smells good. It just reminds me of being on the island again. Like, wow, it's bringing me back, to the fun that I had on Vancouver Island. but lots of just fresh, even like a fresh cut, like a fresh cut melon almost, you know. Oh wow, wow, holy cow, wow, oh my god, this is so good. This is so good. It is like like fresh melon, like there's some tangerine, some citrus, some like that sea salt air, like a bit of a char to it. So almost like it's not smoky at all, but it kind of tastes like what a bonfire would taste like after the fact, after the bonfire's out, where you're just sitting there and it's just the embers that are kind of um, just there. You know, you got the glowing embers, and you have that taste, that sea air taste in your mouth with the embers of a glowing bonfire you just had at the beach. A little bit of like fresh bread dough, you know, and the bread is just fresh out of the oven. It's kind of got that kind of flavor to it as well. A little bit of spice, but only the spice that's coating your salivating, you know. But it coats the side of your mouth and then the sides of your tongue, and it's kind of like a cinnamon baking kind of spice, um, uh, like some toffee to it as well. Definitely a little bit of vanilla. It's a very complex, very complex whiskey, and I think it's gonna, when it opens up, I think it's even going to be better. Like, I think this is going to be incredible. I'm going to be bringing this to my my whiskey club, and we're all going to be trying it here next month at our next meeting, and I cannot wait to have these guys try it. It's going to be our Halloween whiskey meeting, so it's going to be really cool and exciting. So and I can't wait to share this with you guys as well. I think you're really going to like this. This was 10 years. It was definitely worth the wait, guys. You did an incredible job of this. This is, and it's so fresh and clean, almost like it's not like cut grass, but if you're like, I'm, you know, from the country, grew up in Manitoba, in the farmland area. I worked on a farm briefly for one summer, and that was a lot of fun. But tons of friends of mine have farms, so you're always out there. But when they're doing the combining in the fall time, and you've got that hay that they're combining, and you got that smell when the hay's being combined, you got that dust, but then you get that dust in your mouth. That's kind of what this tastes like as well, like a very fall taste to it as well, but really clean, like really clean, super crisp, super easy to enjoy, and just, you want to use the word crushable. It's definitely a crushable whiskey. This is really nice. Yeah, just incredible, and a bit of creme brulee as well into it. Oh my God, this is really nice, and like I said, a bit of citrus to it as well, but just a really nice whiskey. You could pair this quite easily with, I would say, almost anything, but like if you had like your turkey dinner, you know, for Thanksgiving, pumpkin pie would be really great with this. a really good medium type of cigar. I don't have one out here. I should have brought some with me. But like a Cinco Vegas would be really, really nice. You know, the Robusto would be a good one with that. The CAO Heritage would be another nice cigar to pair with it. Even the Asylum 5013 would be a really nice cigar. But yeah, this is so good. I know I've got to save some of this here for you guys and some for my whiskey club, but I'm definitely going to have another dram of this, and it's just absolutely amazing. Like this finish is so good. It's it's if you've ever had wine and you had a little bit of Cabernet Sauvignon, and you know how you get those tannins in your mouth that kind of fill up your cheeks and make it like it's almost like chewy. That's kind of how that, when I was explaining those spices and how they kind of fill your mouth and it just makes it salivating, and then have that cinnamon spice on the side of your tongue. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is so good. I'm gonna let this open up here for a couple minutes. They say this is a 10-year-old whiskey, so if you wanted to let it fully open up and really enjoy it, the rule of thumb is for every year in the bottle, be a minute in the glass. So 10 years in the bottle, 10 minutes in the glass, and it technically it should open up. But right off the bat, that was absolutely incredible. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dram out 2 ounces of this here, maybe a couple of them. I think I'm going to probably put 2 to 6, or for sure 2, probably 4 or 6. So I'll have a couple more for my other giveaways, because I really want you guys to try this. So I'll probably do 3 2-ounce bottles to dram out and to give away to you guys. And then I'm gonna save some for the guys and girls at my whiskey club here in Winnipeg to try, because everybody needs to try this. This is amazing. As soon as it hits the shelves here, if it gets to the shelves here, I'm definitely going to be picking some of this stuff up. A few bottles anyway. I'm not sure how limited they are. It doesn't say, but knowing Shelter Point, even if it's not limited, it's going to fly off the shelves, and this one certainly will. This is absolutely amazing. But in order to have a chance to win any of the stuff that I'm going to be giving away, like these awesome drams, maybe even some bottles later on, cigars, kind of anything that I do for giveaways, for a chance to win any of those, all you got to do is like and subscribe to my channel. Definitely check out Shelter Point. And if you go to Shelter Point and you go to and like and follow them, give me a thumbs up, or tell me, like, even just say done or we're following Shelter Point, and that'll get you 2 extra name draws in my giveaway, so you get double the chances of winning something. But go to Shelter Point, follow them on their social media, and just let me know in the comments below that you've done that, and then I'll make sure that you guys get your name in there for twice. So appreciate everything, guys. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. And cheers. Thanks again, and thank you, Shelter Point. Really appreciate it.